Fire Gaming Project. So in this short video, I'll just be doing my C6 Amber review. It's not anything special, but I finally got her to C6 after basically 2.5 years. So I finally got her constellation, the last one, from the current Paimon shop reset. So I was willing to spend the star glitter there just to get it for completion's sake. So let's just get started. So I just left her at 70 out of 80. I didn't fully build her out. I don't really want to, but I got the, of course, the Acquaint Fate from it, so that's the only purpose. Of course, she's your first free character in the game, and she's cute and all, but obviously her multipliers are low, and she's very easy to use, though, otherwise. Yeah, I gave her the slingshot, as you can see. It has crit rate on there. She's kind of like a attack-based character, but technically she falls by the wayside. No one really uses her anymore, of course, unless you're completely free to play or new to play, and that's okay. But yeah, you'll eventually replace her when you get better characters. So I gave it a slingshot in the end. She has lots of options, I want to be honest, if you want to build her out and, kit her out. But yeah, I gave her a 3-star option on purpose to not tie up any 4-star options from other future characters, and definitely she is not going to get any of my 5-star weapons either. So that's pretty much where I went with that. I mean, another alternative is the messenger, I guess. That's okay too if you plan to use lots of her charge attacks. And the sharpshooter's oath, maybe if you're willing to do the weak shot thing, which I don't do. And then, she has other options. I'm not going to go through all of them, but, basically if you want to build her for attacks and all that, then you should go for the crit. If you want to just do her burst more, then go for the energy recharge. And Favonius would be fine there as well. Alright, artifact-wise, I kind of built her kind of like how I built Ganyu in my team. So my Ganyu obviously is attack because Most is her best, and it's for charge attack, etc. But yeah, she has a Wanderer set as well, but I built my Amber pretty much the same, because they're basically similar, but obviously she's way weaker than Ganyu. So yeah, I just gave her leftover pieces that other characters weren't using. So they're not going to be the best, but they have attack focus, and crit damage and energy, etc., and crit rate. So I think I showed this already, but maybe I didn't. But here we go. So crit rate, and crit damage is decent, right? Her energy is not as high as it would be, but again, I gave her leftover pieces. Those are my artifact pieces. Again, they're just leftovers. And then Constellation, I finally have her at C6. So, and her Constellation, because she's one of the earliest characters in the game, they're very straightforward. They're not like complicated or building stacks or anything like that, like the newer characters. Yeah, so C1 fires 2 arrows per aimed shot. The second arrow does 20% of the first arrow. The second one is C2. You just have you can manually detonate your Baron Bunny by shooting and blowing it up with an aim shot, a fully charged. C3, this one will just give her her ult, her burst, plus 3 levels. C4, her puppet. The cooldown will be shortened, and you get 1 more Baron Bunny. And then this is plus 3 levels for her bunny and her skill. And then the last one, C6, finally, then increases all party members' movement speed and attack. So this is the best one for her technically, and it will buff the team. Alrighty, talent-wise, I honestly don't recommend building any of them, but if you plan to use her charge shot, then yeah, go for it. So I left it at 6, of course, but yeah, this was where, if you plan to use her normal and charge shot, then yes, this is where you can build it up. But I don't recommend, even if you're new to play or free to play, don't waste your resources on this, because you're going to replace her very soon. So the way I titled this is that she's good for early game utility, and that's the only reason. She's only good for the first maybe dungeon or two where you have to shoot fire arrows to move on, to proceed. A Baron Bunny is okay. It's like any other taunt in the game. It's decent, it's cute, it does its thing. So you could technically level this up if you want. I left it at 6. This is plus 3 levels from the constellations. This is technically the bulk of her damage from her ult. It's still very low, as you can see. The multipliers are very low. It's not complicated like other characters, but it's very low. And then this one just increases the crit rate of her fiery range, so that's nice, and widens the AoE. This one, the aim shot by the weak points will increase the attack, and then the last one, she just, of course, she's the gliding champion of Mondstadt, so, this will just decrease her stamina consumption there. So in this team, we're going to see if she can kill the Cryo Regisvine on her own, with some help maybe, but I put the others there. Try out all her things. Okay. To be honest, I don't think she's gonna be able to do it. even at C6, and even with crit rate focus, she's not going to be able to do it. So that's okay.
拒收必
It
去
is what it is. So, you know, you can make her better, but I don't really know that there's a point. The other characters are just going to just do better. Yeah, it's not much damage as you can see. So yeah, she's easily replaceable at this point. Okay, let's just finish this off just for the purpose of finishing it off. I mean, the other characters that I have aren't like spectacular either, but then like at least you can see that, you know, they can definitely do the job. So anyway, back to Amber. Again, she's good for utility purposes, but yeah, I'm just happy that I finally got her to C6. I didn't really roll that much on the standard banner, nor did I have luck getting her constellations earlier than this, but I'm just wanting to do this for completion purposes. Alright, anyway, I will see you guys in the next video.